Sportscast. Make sure you guys download the show on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher Radio, our SoundCloud channel, and our YouTube channel as well. Subscribe to both. Leave a review. Rate the show. Follow us on Instagram at Sportscast as well. All right, we're going to get to Shot of the Week. Brought to you by Juicy Whip, juicywhip.com, official sponsor of the studio and the show. So, Knock, I'll throw it to you first for Shot of the Week here.
All right, well, let me fix
your drink here?
My vodka and sparkling ice. Oh, my God, my favorite beverage, vodka and sparkling ice.
It looks tasty.
It's light. It's tasty for a diabetic. You're not getting the sugar with the ice. You're getting it with the vodka, but, you know.
Hey, you got to take what you can.
I love it.
Sparkling
ice, vodka.
It's the way to go. It's the way to go. Knockers drink a choice.
Ghana's way.
Whatever you say, brother.
All right?
Whatever you say.
Okay, Shot of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
Got to go to the Astros.
It's got to be, right?
Got to go to Springer.
Yeah.
Got to go to Sports Illustrated for predicting this on that cover.
Yeah.
Right?
It's pretty crazy.
I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Yep. For
the town of Houston, all you've been through. This is what sports can do. This is the beauty of sports. Not only can it lift a whole city into forgetting their troubles, forgetting what's going on, but also, again, I've said this before with sports, with the troubles going on in the country, race relations, this and that. When you look on that field and you get a team and there's 4 different races, 5 different races, and they're hugging each other and the love is out there on the field, to me, that's what sports can do to the country, to heal wounds and this and that. If they can get along in that dugout, because it's just a beautiful thing to see. It really is. Mm-hmm. You got Puerto Ricans hugging white guys hugging black guys hugging Salvadorans. I mean, it's a wonderful thing, and I really truly believe that sports is the one area within that clubhouse where it's a pretty cool thing. It's very rare when bad things happen in a clubhouse as far as race relations. Yeah. So Shot of the Week to them. Another Shot of the Week. I'm wearing this jersey because my Los Angeles Kings,
dude, they're kicking ass,
happen to have the best record in the NHL right now.
Yeah, they do.
So hats off to them, and hats off to the freaking Vegas Knights.
Dude,
the Vegas Golden Knights
killing it.
Are kicking some serious ass.
Their offense is unbelievable.
Okay, and Shit of the Week, and I really don't want to go to Shit of the Week.
No?
I'm going to give another Shot of the Week, okay? And I hate doing this because I just really do not like this team.
Okay.
But Ohio State.
Oh.
Ohio State, you fucking nutted up and won that game. Penn State had you.
Did they nut up, or did Penn State crumple like a little bitch? Both. Penn State crumbled like they did against USC, and they crumbled against Ohio State. Thank you.
But Ohio State, just to have the Nats to come back when everything was going wrong. J.T. Barrett, the last 2 drives, I think he hit like 16 in a row. It's
just like 16 and 13,
right,
13 or something.
Pretty incredible for them to come back and win that game in the shoe.
Yep.
So kudos to them. My Shit of the Week is just Mr. Seager, Mr. Bellinger. In the situations that you're up in, it's okay to take a walk. I realize you're young, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a pass because you're young, but so are the Astros. The Astros have the youngest team in baseball, if I'm not mistaken.
They're right there, yeah.
And they took pitches. They were okay taking walks, okay? Seager, you come up in the first inning, and dude, I could have stood out there and thrown you breaking balls at your feet, and you would have swung at them. I do not understand. And Dave Roberts, again, if I'm Dave Roberts, I tell him before he walks, just like I used to tell you in Little League, Josh, if you swing before he throws you a strike, I'm going to sit you down.
Yeah.
Right? Right? We got bases loaded, runners on second and third, whatever. He's walked already 2 guys. If you swing at anything that's spinning, I'm going to sit your ass down.
Yep.
Why Bellinger and why Seager continue to swing at the same pitch over and over and over and over and over again?
Dave Roberts.
It is Roberts, but it's more their discipline. I understand you want to be a hero. I understand you want to get the hit. But take the effing walk. For God's sakes, they pitched you the exactly same way the entire series. And you still fell into the trap.
Yep.
So, regardless of what happened, the Astros deserve to win. But you 2 guys, You got to think about this, man. Swing at strikes, swing at flat pitches, swing at the first pitch. Your sister said every offensive record at Whittier, right, for hitting in softball.
Yeah.
Her mantra was, the best pitch I'm going to see from 90% of the pitchers is the first one.
Yeah.
Right? How many flat pitches were the first pitch from these Houston pitchers to these guys?
You want to set the count up for
right,
yourself.
because you want to pitch from ahead in the count, right? So swing at that one.
Yeah.
Why are you hitting from behind in the count? I'm flabbergasted at all this. I know
you.
I'm going on and on, but that's my shit of the week.
Okay.
We should have got better performance. And let me ask you this. Justin Turner took a ball off the left knee in Game 2.
Mm-hmm.
A hard ground ball. From that point on, to me, he looked different in the box, in his eyes, in his body language in the box. I really think it's going to come out that he was hurt, that something happened on that ground ball, because he was not the same player from that point on.
A lot of the Dodgers weren't the same.
No, agreed. But he was hotter than hell. He was one of the Dodgers hotter than hell coming into that series, and he hit the walk-off home run, right, against the Cubs. He hit a home run in Game 2.
In
Game 1, right?
Yeah.
He took that ball to the knee, and he wasn't the same player. So I'm really curious as to what happens.
To see what happens when that comes out.
Those are my shots and shits.
My shits are going to stick with baseball here, too. I'm not going to shit on any of the players, but I'm going to shit on some of the fans. Because if you bring a glove to a baseball game and a home run is hitting your direction, you don't catch it, you get a shit of the week, and you let it hit a chick right in the crotch.
No way.
You didn't see this?
Is that this guy right here on the screen?
Check this video.
No way. Come on.
He misses it, hits the chick right
in
the... Dude.
You owe her dinner, bro. Oh!
Right?
She took a ball to the crotch.
Oh, God.
What a dick.
Knocker, is that not dick and a half right
there? That's dick status.
Right?
Completely, bro. Why do you bring a glove if you can't catch the fucking ball?
It's horrible.
And you know what? I bet you that softball guy.
God.
Seriously, I bet you that guy right there, he's softball guy, right?
He is softball
that
guy,
talks crap at the softball game, and he thinks that he's just a badass because he's playing softball on Tuesday night, hitting 600 in a slow pitch league. Yeah, I'm all about it.
You know what I like?
That's that guy,
you know
right?
What I like is the guy in the bottom right in the green that's vaping. Watch this guy.
Is he really?
Yeah, look at the bottom right, dude. He's just vaping it up. Down here at the bottom right in the green.
Yeah.
Watch, he'll pull out his vape here. See, he's vaping right there? He's vaping.
Are you sure he's not hitting the same?
Is this guy? Is he vaping?
Yeah, he is.
He's vaping, bro. He's still vaping right
Either
there.
that or he's hitting that pot stick that you hit. One of the two.
So that fan gets my shit of the week.
No shit. Well deserved.
If you bring a glove to a game, catch the fucking ball.
Well deserved.
Now, if you catch the ball, don't throw it the fuck back, Astros fan. What the hell? It's a World Series ball. I don't care who hits it. Look at this D-bag. Takes it from the woman and throws it back on the field.
Like he stole it from the girl?
No, but they actually know each other. They're brother-in-laws, and that's his wife right there, Knock.
Yeah, but the husband's like,
yeah, that's what's like,
hey, asshole!
He threw it back.
Are you kidding me?
Get my shit of the week.
Oh
you
my
stupid
God,
motherfuckers! My last shot of the week, Knock, or my shit of the week. I got two more. We got a lot of shits this week, man. Got a lot of shits. Goes to this guy. We'll throw him up on the screen.
I hope you guys are seeing this because this is good stuff.
Mr. Papa John's. Okay, Papa John's
I'm so
is out
tired.
there, is now complaining,
Papa
Knocker,
John's.
that the NFL has hurt his sales. And he's upset about
all this unrest?
All this unrest has hurt Mr. Papa John's sales here, Knocker. He's upset. He's down 30%.
Come on, man. Are you serious?
Is there any chance this has to do because you have a mediocre fucking pizza that sucks?
Your product sucks.
And the only reason people buy your shit is to drink the garlic sauce that's better than the pizza? Shut the fuck up, Papa John's. You give a shit of the week.
Dude.
God damn you.
Dude, there are floods in Houston. Flint, Michigan still has no clean water. God. Puerto Rico still has no power. And you got the balls to complain that your sales are 30% off. So what does that mean? You only made $6 million?
I know.
$10 million?
Shut the fuck up.
You!
Oh, you should see DiGiorno burned him on Twitter so bad.
Did they really?
Yeah, fucking DiGiorno's so much better than a goddamn Papa John's
I
pizza.
have heard their product really sucks. I don't eat Papa
I don't
John's
ever
pizza.
I've eaten it. Obviously, I've eaten it in my life, but I don't ever order it. I don't think it's
Right,
that good
I
of
have
pizza.
heard that it's just.
It's not that good.
I don't care what Peyton says. It's just not a quality product, man.
It's not. Well, you know what? Isn't a quality product either. Someone.
So there goes our sponsorship from
Papa John's. Right. We're done.
We just burned that bridge.
Hey.
Check that one off.
Oh well.
Like we care.
Now, Knocker, we've seen this out of, I guess, not to go into anything racist or anything, but out of Mexican soccer fans where they've thrown pee-filled balloons.
Oh yeah.
Right at players on the field.
Yeah.
Well, Europe is no different, it seems like.
No.
And there actually might be worse. As a Tottenham fan, Knocker is caught on video filming himself peeing into a cup and then chucking it at opposing fans. Have you seen this, Knocker?
No.
Check
Dude,
this
it's
out.
soccer. Why would I have seen this?
He's peeing in it.
It's going to be Lawton.
It's got a Lawton. This little dingy. Look at this little dingy.
That's enough, mate. That's enough.
You should be embarrassed by that cock.
I know.
Continue the video. Continue the video.
Is that gross? You get my shit, Tottenham fan.
Come on, people. Are we not humans?
The fuck is wrong with you?
God. Oh yeah, you're a big man because you threw an anonymous cup of piss on people who had no idea it was coming. Yeah, you're a stud. You're a big man with that cock inside, the uncircumcised thing that you had. That thing was sticking out like a quarter of an inch. But you're a bad man.
Did you see a
You're
small
a bad
dick?
man.
Like, if you're going to put yourself on camera, you better get a Chubbs or something.
Right? I mean, I'd have been impressed if he was holding that cup down at his knees.
Seriously,
Woman. If that cup was down at his knees and he was filling it up.
He's like down here.
Cold night, huh? Cold night, huh, George?
My shot of the week goes to Millie Bobby Brown. Do you know who Millie Bobby Brown is?
No.
Have you seen? You finally got on Netflix, right? You're on Netflix now.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I am.
Have you seen the show called Stranger Things?
No, but I've heard of it.
You've heard of it?
Yes.
Well, Millie Bobby Brown is the popular character on there, 11, and she went out on Fallon's show the other night and put on a little rap to explain what happened in season 1. I think it's pretty dope, but I want to give her my shot of the week for going out and doing that. So here it is.
Hey! Millie Bobby Brown, Stranger Things, Season 1 recap. Make some noise!
Let's go back to Indiana, circa 1983. Just 4 boys in the basement, chillin', playing D&D. There was Lucas, there was Willie, Will, and Dustin. There was a Mike, but one night Will goes missing while he's riding on his bike. Yikes! That's when they met me alive. I had no hair on my head. I had been so close to dead, courtesy of Dr. Brenner, who's hunting me 24/7. Joyce was hanging Christmas lights in the web. Started hearing something Willie had said. This could be a message from the beyond. What happened to Barb? She's just gone in the upside down. Hopper's on top of the case. Well, I'm throwing fans into space. I'm lying down in a tank, trying my best to find Willie, and Dustin's got pudding for days. Demogorgon's getting all in my way, blasting to pieces just like a grenade. Will's now at home, cuffing slugs in the sink. What happened to me? I'm in the upside down. What about now? The saga continues. Tune in to see how. Upside down. What about now? The saga continues. Tune in to see how. All I need is my Eggo waffles. I'm in love with those. What I'm left with when I use my powers is a bloody nose. Yeah. Bad news when you see that bloody nose. Yeah. Bad news when you see that bloody nose.
Have you not seen the show? Have you not seen her?
No.
She's fantastic.
And I'm
love
not
her.
compelled.
You're not Knocker. Okay, you love the Goonies.
No.
You love the Goonies?
Yes.
It's an 80s Goonies.
Okay, I might check it out.
It's fucking awesome.
You're comparing it to the Goonies.
I'm not good. It's that good. It does that. Every Goonies person that I know that's watched Goonies or loves Goonies loves this show.
Okay, based on that, I am not compelled to even turn it on. I'm sorry.
She's awesome.
I'm sorry.
That's
I
a
could have done
dope-ass
that.
rap. If you
I
knew,
could- I
if
could
you
have
knew
done
what
that.
season 1 was
Penny,
about, you would love
Penny,
that.
your daughter, my granddaughter, could have done that.
Oh, you think so? Huh?
Yes.
You're that, okay, I'll get to. Do we have any shots at all on Twitter at all? I want to thank
I haven't
Colonel.
seen any.
Colonel's got
Yeah,
one.
I tried to already. Yeah,
He's
he shot
putting
in.
us up on Apple TV.
Thank you, my
so
brother.
That's fantastic.
Much love to you.
All right, let's take our shots. Here we go. What is this? Nonsense that we're drinking. What is it?
This is the moonshine from Mexico, baby.
moonshine.
Dude, it's a tiny little.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
You got no balls.
I don't have balls.
You got no balls.
I've got no balls.
How'd I ever
Knocker.
lose to you on a golf course? I have no fucking idea.
Well, we like to play this segment.
Oh yeah, by the way.
Yeah, I kicked your ass at golf.
An auxiliary shit of the week.
Yeah, for you sucking
My
at golf.
son calls me. We played golf on Sunday, right? And he's so proud of himself. It was the last thing you had on me, Dad. Not beating your ass.
I am beating your ass.
Right. I had a rough day from the sand. I love playing out of the sand. I had a rough day in the sand.
Don't blame it on one hole.
No. 3 holes. 3 holes. I was in the sand. I couldn't get out. Couldn't get out of the sand trap. And for me, I love being in the sand. But this little bitch, on Monday, it's overcast in Cali. It's raining. Blah blah blah. Kind of depressing Seattle weather. So he calls me up. Hey, Dad, are you okay? Yeah, Josh. Why wouldn't I be okay? Well, it's a little depressing outside, and I just wanted to make sure you weren't thinking of doing harm to yourself because of that ass whipping I handed you yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Like I need that. I'm in Watts, and I need that from you.
Yep.
Thank you for that.
It felt good.
I bet it did.
It really
Hold on
did.
to that because I still think the record is like 30-10. Okay.
No way.
So hold on to that one win. All right.
This wasn't a win.
It was an ass kicking, but it still only counts as one. Okay?
You're scared, though.
I hate the fact that you have enough money to buy quality golf clubs and I'm still using Zach's old clubs. Okay?
Oh, so you're going to say that the clubs do all the work? Is that what you're saying? Not my
you
skills?
said it.
Not my skills?
No, didn't you say it? Oh my God, I bought a new hybrid 3 and 5 and look how good I am with it.
But I've given the clubs a little more credit than they deserve. I mean, it really is my swing.
It's
really
the same swing that you sucked at before you bought those clubs.
The same swing that I hit Jeff Pratt in the fucking throat.
Right? Exactly. You're not hitting people in the throat with these new clubs. All right?
That's right.
Case closed.
All right, Knock. Let's get to our...
But it was fun. I love being out there with you.
That was a good time
I loved
Sunday.
it.
All right, let's get to our favorite segment after we get to Drunk of the Week. Here we go.
Hey, I remember when QuickTime here passed out in the booth.
Yep.
This booth, and we did
Right
stuff
here?
to them that you do
To ladies.
and
Ladies.
we promised we'd never tell you. All the greatest moments of my life I spent right here in this booth. Maggie's first word, Bart jumping that canyon, Mr. Plow, all the greatest moments of my life. I gotta go pee. I don't want to get up.
Well, we had a couple of the drunks this week, Knocker. Now,
Look at her.
Now,
I mean, she
Bill's-
just dropped trow. That's what I like.
Bill's Mafia is pretty crazy, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I think Dolphins fans are trying to get up there, or at least get their names noticed, as one Miami Dolphins lady decided to take a pee knocker this past weekend at a football game, at the Dolphins game, in the men's urinal.
I've seen it before. I've seen that
Here's
before
the
at the
video.
forum.
I'll roll for you, Knocker.
Go, girl.
Look at her. That ass. She's just...
That's a nice little ass right there.
Man, this guy is like, what the fuck's going on?
But you know what? The dudes are respectful. They're like, okay, I get it.
Look at this chick.
That's not bad.
That you have to be completely hammered as a chick to be walking into a dude's bathroom.
But I've seen it before. I've been at the forum. I've witnessed that before.
You've
plenty of times.
witnessed that before.
Sure. And not just that. Now, see, those are separate urinals. I've watched them walk up to the trough.
Oh.
Right? The trough that's 30 people wide, and they've done that. I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all.
Those women's bathrooms can get,
Well, yeah, you've
pretty
got
out of hand
10,000 women and 4 stalls, and 2 of them are used by cokeheads. So what are they supposed to do?
That's true. Well, our next drunk of the week, Knocker. So, cheers up to Dolphins fan taking a
Go
piss.
Dolphin fan.
Comes to Shooter McGavin here. Knocker got arrested for DUI.
Is that Shooter? Is that who that is?
That Shooter there, Knock. Mr. Christopher McDonald getting a DUI.
No friggin'
At
way.
the time, he blew a .15 here.
Oh,
Knocker.
Lord. Wow.
And yeah, that's the
Oh,
mug
look
shot.
at him.
That's
Look at that mug shot.
And he's best known now for this freak out during Happy Gilmore. Here we go.
So cool. Damn you people, this is golf! Not a rock concert!
Yeah! God, that's classic.
Our boy Shooter McGavin gets one of our drunks of the week here,
what
Knock.
a dick. What are you doing, guys?
And lastly, Knocker. Now,
just stop.
Knocker, you have done some crazy things, I guess, back in the past, right?
I'm surprised I'm still breathing.
Well, look at this headline here. Just read the headline for me. What does it say?
Watch L.A. Beast drink a six-pack of beer in under 40 seconds using a leaf blower.
Have you seen this?
Wow.
Watch this, Knock. Watch this. Our drunk of the week. This dude.
Wow.
On YouTube. You can check the video on our website. All
He
his
should
videos
be
are on our
president.
website. He takes down 6 Miller High Lifes, Knocker, in under...
Oh, he's drinking the High Life,
yeah,
too?
of course. It's the champagne of
Stay
beers,
classy,
right?
baby.
Stay classy. Here's of him taking down 4 beers. Here we go. I'm going to fast forward.
Please do.
You cannot be serious. Look at this. Look at the preparation involved.
The preparation's fantastic, right?
Oh, people, you have to check this out.
am
Here we go.
the LA Beast. And in 40 seconds, I plan on becoming the first man in the universe to drink a six-pack of beer in 40 seconds using a leaf blower like an absolute boss.
Using a fucking leaf blower.
So without further ado, here we go.
Stop it for a second. Stop it. For those of you that cannot see what's going on, okay, he has rigged up a 2-liter bottle of Coke, okay, with a tube out of the top of it, with a gas face mask that he's going to place over his nose and mouth. On the other side, coming out of the bottom
Mad Max shit,
coming out of the bottom of this tube. It's a tube that circles underneath and fits over the nose portion of an electric leaf blower. So just picture that in your mind if you
blowing it
can.
into his mouth, like he's literally the pressure.
Okay, so he's going to stick a face mask on his face above that 2-liter bottle full of 6 beers, Miller High Lifes, and he's going to turn on that blower.
Are you ready
Picture
for this?
it if you can.
You ready? Roll the beautiful bean footage.
Go.
Here we go.
Places his face into the mouth, into the mask.
Leaf blower.
Right?
You ready?
Readjusts. Want to make sure the camera's rolling. Are you ready? Here we go. Leaf blower turns on. Timer's on.
Oh my God.
The beer is going up through the face mask, and he's sucking in for all he's worth. Halfway down, he's at 15. He's a little over halfway. Air pressure's throwing that Miller High Life down his esophagus. As we look, he's not even squirming.
25 seconds. It's almost done. 30 seconds. He's gonna do it now.
He's gonna do it at 33.
He's gonna do it.
Nothing but foam left, but he's sucking the foam.
38, 39.
Bam!
Yes! I'm the LA Beast. And if anybody from NASA, if you need any more scientists, don't hesitate to give me a call. I'll let everybody know when the leaf blower, 72-ounce liquid annihilator, is available in my merch store. Wow. Have a good day.
Wow.
Oh my God.
If he patents that, he is going to be a frat house millionaire. Absolute freaking millionaire, tailgate millionaire. That was so impressive.
Oh my God.
That was so impressive. I have no words to describe what I just witnessed.
If you never haven't seen that,
I'm serious. I have no words to describe the fact that he held that down.
He just put 6 beers down in under 39 seconds.
Unfreaking believable. People, you have to check this out.
He's our drunk of the week.
He's going to be drunk in about 2 minutes when it all hits him.
Oh, man.
That was stately.
Oh.
My hat is off to you.
All right.
Tip of the cap.
Seriously, let's finish it off with
Hannah Jeter?
Knockers college football.
Oh. I
Jeez.
thought we were going to
Hannah Jeter
Jeter.
does look
You
good.
got to check out. You have to check out
Gosh.
sportscastlife.com because Josh has been really rocking
Right?
it with the female
Sports
product.
Illustrated. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, I do. I really, truly do.
Sex sells, people.
My God.
All right, now college football.
All right, college football
What's
last
going
week.
on?
Last week, we're starting to the cream is starting to rise. We're starting to separate the men from the boys, the fakers from the believers. First, we're going to go to Notre Dame. Notre Dame put a serious ass whipping on USC. 51 years of watching USC football. Now, we haven't had a show for 2 weeks, so I'm going back to 2 weeks
Going
ago.
way back.
Right? That was the worst ass whipping. That was the worst football game I've ever seen USC play in 51 years of watching USC football. Notre Dame is for real. They've got a defense. They got a stud running back. Their passing game's a little iffy, so I'm not sure if they can win a national championship with that game. But the Cinderella team this week was North Carolina State, right? North Carolina State has won some upsets. They're looking good in the ACC, hadn't lost a game. They go into South Bend, and Notre Dame slaps their ass 35-14. In doing so, Notre Dame, the first college football playoff rankings have come out, right?
Yep.
Notre Dame is now sitting at number 3.
Yeah.
Okay? If Notre Dame wins out, they are in the college playoff.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And there's no arguing with the fact the only loss that will be on their schedule is a 1-point loss to the
Georgia.
number 1 ranked team in the
Georgia.
playoffs. Georgia. The Georgia Bulldogs are ranked number 1. Alabama's ranked number 2. Notre Dame, Clemson, Oklahoma, which we're going to find out what's going to happen because Bedlam is this weekend.
Oklahoma State.
Bedlam is this weekend, so more is going to fall off. Ohio State, Penn State, TCU. I don't like the TCU being there that close. Wisconsin's undefeated. I think Wisconsin,
but Wisconsin
should be
hasn't
ahead of
played
Penn
anybody,
State right
though.
now.
Who's Wisconsin beat?
Still, they're undefeated.
Yeah.
I think they should be ahead of Penn State in these rankings.
Okay.
And number 10, Miami, sits right there. Last week, Boston College took out some serious frustration in the ACC and put a serious ass whipping on the Seminoles of Florida State. Florida State has the worst record, I think, in the last 15 years going on right now. BCU stomped them 35-3. One of my shot of the weeks was going to be to Oregon State. Oregon State's coach, Gary Anderson, quit on the team.
Yeah.
He walked out and quit. They gave the interim job to a young man, African-American man. Stanford went up to Oregon State. Oregon State played their ass off, had them beat. Stanford was one of the dark horses to make the college football playoff.
Yeah.
Kirk Herbstreit was all over this guy in his shows. He's been talking Stanford. They had him beat. Their best player fumbled. Stanford pulls out a 15-14 win. But I really love the energy and what happened at Oregon State because that program has been dead for 3 years.
Yeah.
And I really do hope that they hire this guy and that he is the coach in the upcoming weeks. Last week, Georgia put a fucking just a bitch slap on the Florida Gators.
Yeah.
42-7. That was easy money. If you were a betting man, that was some serious easy money. Duke, Virginia Tech takes out Duke 24-3. Virginia Tech is looming on the outside, on the edges right now. Wake Forest. Every year there's a darling team that wins that beats the spread every single
Demon
week.
Deacons or something like that.
This year it's Wake Forest 42-32 over Louisville. Let's get into I gave you the rankings.
Yeah.
Let's get into this week's games.
What's going on?
All right. Clemson, North Carolina State. This would have been an epic game had North Carolina State gone into South Bend and beat Notre Dame. Right now, I think it's a game of insignificance. Clemson is a 7.5-point favorite, traveling to North Carolina State.
No upset alert at all. Not even maybe.
I don't think it's an upset alert, but I think they cover.
You think it's that close?
I think they cover. I think NC State has a really good team, and Clemson is just not scoring enough points to blow people out. They're winning games, and they look good. I love their quarterback, but if NC State can get over the loss, I think they have a good shot of covering the spread. I don't think they win, but I do like the over 51.
Okay.
I'm having a lot of luck. I won 12 out of 13 with my bookie betting the first halves on these games.
Yeah.
Because it seems to me this year's a really odd year. The game spreads haven't been covering, but the half spreads have been really covering. So a lot of teams are playing the first half and then taking the second half off. So you might want to look at what the spread is at halftime. I like North Carolina State to cover. Big game in the ACC, the biggest game of the year in the ACC right now. Normally it's Florida State involved. It's not. Virginia Tech travels to Miami.
Undefeated Miami, right?
Right, and Miami's right looking out. Right now, Miami is number 10. Virginia Tech's on the outside looking in right now. Virginia Tech is minus 2.5 on the road. I like Virginia Tech to win this game. I like Virginia Tech.
As much as Miami is undefeated, I really haven't been impressed by. I mean,
no.
I'm not like
they haven't played
away.
Anybody really good. Virginia Tech.
They've won the last couple games in the last second.
Mm-hmm. Virginia Tech scoring a lot of points. They look really good. I'm going to go with Virginia Tech in this game. We'll post our games later.
Yeah.
Interesting game. Wake Forest goes into Notre Dame. Now Notre Dame's coming off two big home games in a row. USC, North Carolina State. Wake Forest is the sleeper Cinderella team that seems to be covering. I like Wake Forest and the 14 points. You get Wake and 14 points. I really like what's happening there. I think Notre Dame's on a little bit of a letdown. I think on the schedule when they looked at it, this was a sure win letdown game.
They win the game, but it's not a blowout.
Right, they win the game. I think they win the game by 10 to 13 points. Okay. I like them to cover. South Carolina travels between the hedges at Georgia. Georgia is a 23.5 point favorite. I like the halftime on this, whatever it's gonna be. I like the halftime on this, and I like the over 45 because I think Georgia covers that all by themselves.
I think Georgia's gonna score 37.
Right. Penn State goes to Michigan State. Both of them are coming off crushing losses. Michigan State is +9. Penn State, it's a big game. It's a big game in the Big Ten. But if I'm betting, I don't think I touch this game because I really don't know the mentality of either one of these teams.
Good point.
Memphis, Tulsa. Memphis is a 13-point favorite in this. The over-under is 79. Memphis is scoring like 40, 50 points a game. Tulsa is always good to get you 20, 30 points. I like the over in that game. This is what's wrong with the SEC. Right here. This game right here. LSU is traveling to Alabama. They are a 21-point underdog.
LSU is
21-point under. Think about that. LSU is a 21-point underdog to Alabama, and yet everybody says the SEC is the toughest conference in the country.
Pretty pathetic.
That's pretty pathetic. I'm not touching it because I have no idea what's going to happen in this game. The biggest game of the week, Bedlam.
Yeah,
I love Bedlam
State
is fantastic. I really do, and it's just the last few years. Oklahoma State, back in the day, Barry Sanders won, but for the most part, Oklahoma has dominated this series. Oklahoma is going to Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is a 2.5-point favorite. The over/under is 76. Right?
I might take State in this.
I think I'm going to go with Oklahoma State at home. I like their quarterback.
I don't bet this either, though, because these games are
it's very tough to bet.
Yeah.
To bet the rivalry games. It really is truly very hard to bet. The interesting game in the Pac-12. The Pac-12
is pathetic.
Unfortunately, they're not pathetic. It's just nationally, they're not going to get any credit. The big games this weekend, Arizona comes to the Coliseum to face a USC team that I really don't know what they are. Arizona has just been rolling the last 4 weeks. The quarterback out of Gardena Sarah High School has been seriously kicking ass. The over/under is 72.5.
Take the under.
I kind of like the over. I think there's going to be a ton of points scored in this game. USC's defense against a running quarterback is horrid.
Yeah, sure.
This guy ran all over UCLA. He's run all over the last three opponents. I kind of like the over in this, but I'm not sure exactly who's going to win this game. And the other game in the Pac-10, I'm trying to find it on my iPad here.
Got it.
Washington State, Stanford. Washington State got their ass kicked by Arizona. Stanford barely won because of a fumble. Stanford's going to the wazoo. Washington State still ranked in the top 25. They're a 2-point favorite against Stanford. I think Washington State wins this game big.
Okay. I do, and I'm going to stick with I think the Pac-12 is overrated. So. They've been pretty
Well, they're not anymore because the best team they have right now is Washington, and they're ranked number 12. What's really going to be weird is whoever wins the Pac-12 championship is not going to play in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Because it's a semifinal game this year in the college football playoffs.
That's true.
So Washington may run it out with only one loss on the entire year, and they're not going to play in the Rose Bowl. It's kind of weird what's going to happen this year.
Big college football weekend, big NFL weekend.
I love college football.
Yep, it's going to be fantastic. So I'm going to leave you guys off.
Watch Bedlam, people. Watch Bedlam.
I'll leave you off with a little Christopher Cross, take you out with you guys there. Thank you once again for chiming in, sticking with us here through our 5 years of podcasting. We appreciate you guys all. And
thank you so much.
We'll be back next week.
Before we sign off, golf tournament is officially set for April 21st.
4/21.
So sign up now. Get in early because we have to pay a deposit. Sign up now. Get in early. $100 entry fee. If you played in the tournament, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, it's the most fun you're going to have all year long playing in this tournament. April 21st, we're going to set up the PayPal. $100 entry fee. Get your money in early because we have to pay a deposit, and you want to reserve your spot.
Michael McDonald taking you out. Here we
Michael
go.
McDonald. Like the wheel. Right like the wheel.